Tom Eastland tonight asked the question, what's the big idea of hiring this person or that person to gather data for single-member voting districts? Unnecessary delays take it on the chin in tonight's Eastland commentary.
If the Victoria School Board drags its feet on the issue of board members being elected by place rather than at large, there's a very strong probability that the district's taxpayers are going to have to foot the bill for some unnecessary expenses. Most of Victoria School Board members live in the same part of town, the north part. If anyone sues the district to force election of board members by place, they'll undoubtedly win. As Trustee Dave Hill said Friday, there's not one case in the state of Texas where the courts have upheld election of members in a strictly at-large method, the method we use. Yet the school board said last week that it will take a year to a year and a half to switch over to some form of election by place. The board decided to go out and hire a demographer to set the boundaries for each district. After that, the Department of Justice has to get into the act. Hiring the oh shit, Homer, God damn it, I had it going.
His portfolio includes paintings which have adorned the covers of Texas Monthly and, of course, numerous telephone directories. He's known as one of Victoria's favorite success stories. Thank you, Alan. The unfortunate choice of words by Tom Eastland earlier this evening were on tape and were not intended for airplay. Eastland has issued an apology to viewers and hopes that he will be forgiven for this ill-mannered transgression of manners. It is now time to air some of our own dirty laundry. Earlier this evening on our 6 o'clock newscast, Tom Eastland provided a commentary which didn't quite end like it was intended. For those of our viewers who are watching, we offer this statement.
There are moments in one's life when he or she would give all their worldly possessions to have just 5 or 10 seconds back, to have a chance to change them for the better. Such a time occurred to me this afternoon on the 6 o'clock news. I had a commentary. It was taped because I was going to be off this afternoon. It had been a frustrating day, and the taping session was frustrating. I almost made it through the taping one time after several false starts, but I messed up at the end. In frustration, I said some things that I don't usually say, things that were not intended to go out over the air. Through technical error, they were left on the tape. I didn't know they were on the tape. They were used on the air by mistake. This is not an excuse. There can be no excuse, and nobody could feel worse about it than me. It's a reason, and I thought you deserved a reason, and you do. But more than that, you deserve an apology. It was a foul transgression on my part, and I apologize to anyone who heard it sincerely and promise that I will never make that mistake again. I'll be available at the station tomorrow for anyone who wants to call to complain or who cares to cast the first stone.
Race to those phones.